All right, everybody, we are here at Total Archery Challenge with Corey Jacobsen. And since we had him here, we wanted to walk him through some of our new products. One in particular is our new Solitude one-piece shelter. He's never seen it before. We just wanted to get his first impressions, have him ask questions, and let you guys kind of see it at the same time. So here you go, Corey.
Can I look at it now?
You can now,
I
yeah.
haven't been able to make
I
eye
know, I was
contact
trying to
with it.
hide it from you.
You know, you had to sell me on teepees because I'd never used a teepee before. I'd always used small little lightweight shelters. I'm not a big sharing camp guy. So
You don't like sleeping with Donnie?
I mean,
Is he gonna get
if
offended if we say
no,
that?
if he snores or if I snore and keep him up, then I mean, I get a better night's sleep if I'm solo.
Yeah.
So this I've been excited for because this is what I used to use, is just a small 1P or maybe a 2P if I have a lot of gear going back in. But for light backcountry, just having something to go, this is exciting. So first thing, being a very linear thinking person, it's not symmetrical.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you notice that like vertical wall in the back, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of the feedback that we got from guys that were running even like solo shelters is that some of these hunts still are really hard to find a place to pitch them because they're on really steep terrain, and sometimes it's just a little tiny bench area that they're trying to figure out how to pitch a shelter on. And so the goal in designing this was that we could create a minimalist footprint that would still give you storage for your gear, your pack and everything, but fit in a really small area.
Yeah.
And so that vertical side just allows you to kind of like pitch it up against a hillside, pitch that actually on the downhill side. And I'll show you actually this vestibule area. You see kind of, we have these cords here.
Yeah.
So we call this the adjustable terrain system. And what this actually can do is, let's just pretend that the hillside's coming in this way, right? You could take this and adjust the vestibule to match that hillside as it comes in.
That's cool.
Right, so you could get it in an even smaller area. I mean, some of these guys are trying to pitch shelters in like deer beds, you know, like just really small stuff. But this just allows you to adjust this door for the vestibule to match any terrain that's coming in on this side.
And the other thing that I'm thinking is, a lot of times you're in a place that's tight, like a bunch of trees. So with this vertical wall over here, you could have a tree literally sitting right here and not have to, worry about a footprint coming out and stakes clear out here. It
Yeah.
just gives you such a small footprint. I mean, you could always just guide to the tree instead of the ground if you had to. So
Yeah.
that's really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I only hunt in flat areas, so
Yeah.
it's
You know,
very cool. And then I can see the toe box has room there, so it's not just straight down so your toes are hitting up against the...
yeah, so I want you to get in this. So if you think about it, these small shelters like this, you just lose so much area for your foot and your head, and you're always bumping up against it with your bag or scraping your head as you're getting up. But I want you to go ahead and get in that and give me your first impressions of...
I mean, it's cozy. Like, there's not any wasted space at all. So I'm just like, everything, like if I need to lean forward here, I'm not hitting my head. I can come all the way down, reach something down at the feet. If I even turning this way, which you would never do, but you still just don't have that steep slope coming down. And it's not much, you got what, 12 inches, maybe 14 inches of a box there, but it makes such a difference in a tight space. Plenty of room up above you here. Yeah, see, I mean, just a size 11.5 shoe is perfect down there, not hitting. Whereas if that came straight down, I would have to be clear back here just so my feet weren't hitting there.
Well, and then your head would be...
And then my head's right here against the back end, so.
Yeah.
Oh, this is really cool. How much space is in the vestibule? plenty of room, even to cook in here. You could put a little stove and cook. Got room for a backpack. Now
Yeah.
you know the real question I'm going to ask. Does it come with a nest?
It does come with a nest. Yes.
It's perfect.
We
Backcountry
didn't pitch
shelter.
it today with the nest, but it does. So that same tub floor that's, you know, for guys that just want floorless or just single wall, it's just that's the nest, right?
Just the
Same
rectangle
floor,
side, no
just the
vestibule.
rectangle. The vestibule's not part of the
Perfect.
nest. But yeah, and actually it's surprising how roomy it is. And we designed it so that on really nice days like we're having right now, you can just pitch that nest by itself with your trekking poles, and you could legit just sleep inside of a nest if you wanted to.
That's pretty cool.
And
And that's
that's
for me,
super lightweight.
you know, in the fall, September, you don't have to have a nest. It,
Sure.
you know, keeps
Sure.
a spider off your face once in
Yeah.
a while. But in the
Spring,
spring shed hunting with
ticks. Yeah.
I can't sleep without a nest in the spring. I mean, just
Yeah.
who would want to? What's total weight?
The shelter itself with this floor, 22 ounces.
That's insane.
And it packs down. I mean, you saw kind of the, you know, once it's packed down, it's the size of an Nalgene. It's tiny, 22 ounces. So without the floor, I think you're at 18 ounces. So
Is that
just
three
over a
section
pound.
pole?
You can either use your trekking poles. If you're just a mobile hunter and you're like, hey, every day I'm breaking camp and I'm moving, you can use your trekking poles in this. It's got the VERTTRK system where your trekking poles can just get hooked into it and
Yep.
tightened, and you can just use your trekking poles. If you're a guy that's gonna hunt from a camp, you can just buy these carbon 3-section poles and use those as the support, so you always have your trekking poles with you and you don't have to break it down every day. And they do have a lot of adjustability, because we were thinking, you know, depending on that terrain and on the offside or something, like you might have to adjust the pole a long ways
Yeah.
just to make sure you're getting this nice
Well,
level.
especially like even if you're on a good flat spot here, but the vestibule section drops away or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Just having adjustability is important.
Yeah.
And then you have access from this side as well.
You do, yeah. So, you know, part of the thought process on this was that if you really, say you were pitched and this was on the downhill side and you wanted to glass out of this, you can tie both of these off, right? You can unstake it and just tie both of them off. And you could actually use this as your shelter, you know, from the sun or even rain or whatever,
Yeah.
and just sit in there and glass out this backside across the canyon or, you know, whatever.
Yeah, it makes a great little sunshade.
Little sunshade, yeah. So again, we tried to make this shelter the most versatile shelter that we offer, that can do anything, anywhere.
And it's less than 1.5 pounds with the floor.
Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy. How many stakes? 1, 2.
It does have a few more stakes than you know, like a minimalist shelter.
Right.
But again, we're focused on function first. If it can't function well, then it's like you just don't want to take it, right? If you know, oh, I have that little shelter, but I'm always going to be bumping my feet up against the end or my head or whatever. It's just like you avoid taking it with you. So we were like, okay, to get the head space, you're going to have 2 extra stakes, the head and the foot.
That's really it.
That's really,
I mean, that
the
any
extras.
other tent that I've ever seen, minimal, it's going to have 2 on each corner, 1 on each entry point, and then guy outs from the top.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times, like in a regular roundish shape, like 2-person tent, I've had trees that, you know, you're trying to get this situated just right, and so you've got a tree, you can't get into it, you can't stake it out. So this is just so tight and compact, you could pitch it anywhere.
That was kind of the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goal
We achieved.
accomplished.
Goal accomplished. Good. All right.
I can't wait. And it's got ventilation there, so you aren't getting a whole bunch of condensation build up inside.
Yeah. Yeah, we kind of did that on opposite sides. You can see, you know, on each side of the ridge, our thought process was that, you know, air can circulate not only up from the bottom, but across that ridge as well. So you just get like almost, you know, in a traditional roof, you have the ridge cap and those ridge vents, right, that are just allowing air to flow in through that ridge and out. That's kind of, instead of just having vents on one side and then stuff being able to build up on the other side, just that cross ventilation, even at the ridge line, we felt like was really important.
And just to have a place for that moisture to escape and get pulled out.
Yeah.
Because last thing you want is wake up and have water dripping off the inside of the tent on your face.
So there you have it. The
When-
new Solitude
When
1P.
can I take it? When's
Couple
it available?
Hopefully in August.
Okay.
Hopefully.
So we'll have it
Yeah.
in time for elk season.
Yeah.